The Magog on the March. News you don't choose. I'm your new host, Rig the Slig. I'd like to introduce myself and meet all of you in this live broadcast of Magog on the March. How you all doing? Sligs would normally win, but Gluckons could tell the Sligs to kill themselves as well. I think only some stupid Slig would do something like that. I know I certainly wouldn't. Hello, little bear William the Caring Soul. Hello all of you. How you all doing? I've been working on this for quite a while. So, hopefully, this is just sort of a little test, an introduction to a new format I could sort of do. A nice little Magog on the March live stream. Yes, sir. So anyway, in case you are wondering, no, I am not the newscaster Slig. He quit at the end of Abe's Exodus. I'm his replacement. Yes, sir. Having Sligs named with an ig at the end will only get you so far. Well, yeah, I guess so, but I was rigged up real good, so that's why my name is Rig. It's also like my brother, Krig, so there we go. So anyway, I am not the newscaster Slig, I am his replacement, because that coward, he bloody questioned what the Magog on the March stands for. He bloody said, I'm out of here, and he bloody left. What a disgrace that Slig is. Can you believe that guy? Jeez, you know, I heard he's on a run somewhere. He probably went off to the Yemens or something, that damn coward. You got me into Oddworld and playing much already, brah. It's good to know. You are Kawaii. You call me Kawaii? Jesus. Well, what is that? Some kind of weird ancient Mudakan language? What does that mean? Kawaii. What? I don't know. I love to see more videos using this. What equipment are you using? A simple webcam and a microphone. And, yeah, that's basically it. Literally it. He's an inspiration, interesting. Okay, so, what else? Well, in case you haven't heard, there's this company somewhere on Moodos called Oddworld Inhabitants, and they're a game company, and this month they've released a new game called Oddworld Soulstorm, and it's about they've got this bloody Abe guy. It's all about this guy right here. This damn conspiracy theorists. What is this? You see, what is up with these schmucks? Do they believe this Abe guy really exists? What is wrong with them? So, what I want to do, not today, but sometime, I want to find out if this game is propaganda to promote this conspiracy theory and try to make out that it's real, or if it is just a harmless representation of what Oddworld would be like if this conspiracy theory that Moloch and all his gang have been spreading around is real. Pooh brain. Rick, would you be up to review Oddworld Much or seen a strange draft NPC Mega Mod Pack for Gary's Mod sometime? I don't know what Gary's Mod is. I've heard of Gary's Mod. Is there a way to... What is it? I'll have to find out. I'll look into Gary's mod and I'll find out. I think I might have seen that somewhere, actually. Your mod pack, I mean. I've seen... Is it on DeviantArt? I saw some mod packs. Okay. Okay. No, it means cute. Kawaii means cute? In what language? What is this? I've never heard of such drivel. Nah. Will you play Oddworld games with this? You bet I will. You bet I'll play Oddworld games with this. Um, okay, Gary's mod. What a handsome Slig. Well, thank you very much, George Kershaw. I work on my appearance quite a lot. And yeah, I do my best to do a good job of looking my best when reporting the McGuck on the March news. I've been told I look 10 times better than the newscaster Slig who preceded me, I'll tell you that. Do you have a gun? Do I have a gun? No, I'm a newscaster. What do I need a gun for? Unless, well, I mean that idiot Slig that I replaced. He needed a gun. He bloody ran off. I heard no Slig has ever used his mechanical legs so fast to get right out the building to avoid getting captured. I mean, if you play with fire, if you question the Magog cartel and what they tell you to report, you're just a nutter. You're an absolutely crazy person. I tell you what, a crazy Slig. How was it like using mechanical legs for the first time? Oh, I remember it. I was only a very young little Sliggy. I just sort of, well, so when you leave the sort of birthing complex that Mama Skillia birthed me in, well, I just crawled and crawled and crawled before she captured me and ate me up. I was a very fast Slig, so hence why I've got these big beefy arms right here, you know. And then I got picked up by a skimmer Slig. Now, a skimmer Slig are these Sligs that have like these really long mechanical legs, like stilts basically. And they picked me up and rescued me before my mama could pick me up and eat me like the son of a, like the whatever she is that she is, like the slug waste that she is. I tell you what, I mean, I don't know why she's like that. Apparently it hurts her, but whatever. Anyway, so what I did is I got picked up by a skimmer Slig in this little fishing net, and then I got on my got taken to this little room, got put in my mechanical legs, and well, at first my legs got binded together, which was a bit of a nuisance, but eventually I reached to the age where, well, I got myself my mechanical legs, and it was liberating, absolutely liberating. I mean, imagine your legs have been binded for ages, and then, oh my goodness, you just get to go and use it. It's absolutely brilliant. And I've got to say, I have come a very long way since then. Okay, do you have news we can use? Well, I guess there's the news that a new Oddworld game has come out, which is sort of a disgrace, considering it's a conspiracy theorist. It's a conspiracy theory that Abe shows this guy, Abe, who doesn't even exist. And he's bloody well going, oh, I'm a British Slig apparently. He's going and he's causing all this destruction for going factories. It's just Mullock's propaganda basically. It's just an absolute disgrace. I tell you what, I don't know who you are, I don't know where I am, but if there is something I know, it's that this Slig looks fabulous. Well, thank you. I've been told that so many times by so many gluckons. I actually used to work for a Viker, don't you know? I used to be a security guard for a Viker. I think he rather likes me, because I'm so handsome. It's absolutely wonderful, if you ask me. I get all their products for free, basically, so I just basically put the gel on my skin and comb my tentacles, and yeah, it's a good deal, I tell you what. Working for a Viker, that's way better than working for a Gluckon, I tell you what. Well, man, right down. Can those meaty arms carry a blitzpacker? Of course, you don't crawl around for the first part of your life and not be able to carry a bloody blitzpacker. Look at them, you can see the bloody veins. I'm absolutely packed, I tell you what, just look at these arms, man. Look at these arms, they are massive. Okay, we love you, Pip Bunny. Who's this Pip Bunny? My name's Rig the Slig. What? Is this another one of these ancient Mudakan words or something? What the hell is this? Come on. Do you think we'll see a Switch or Xbox port of Soulstorm sometime in the future? Well, if I know these conspiracy theorists, the Oddworld inhabitants, I'm sure they'll be looking to spread their conspiracy propaganda from Malak the Gluckon any way they can, and certainly, I suppose, any platform that they can get their hands on and spread this misinformation that this Abe guy is going about doing all this dangerous stuff against the Magog cartel. I'm sure they'll look into getting it done. Okay, Abe is fake. Yes, Abe is definitely fake. Don't believe the propaganda in this game, Oddworld Soulstorm. It's just a game. It's trying to make you question the Magog cartel. Is absolutely untrue. It's propaganda. Rig, can you explain the Yemens without spoilers for the bastard and Abe and his terrorist friends who did after destroying Rupture Farms? Well, basically the Yemens are a tropical paradise that a lot of Gluckons presumably go there to hide out and to save on taxes, shall we say. It's based on the Cayman Islands on this planet. Well, I don't know what planet you're from, but there's I've heard there's this island called Earth, and apparently there's these islands on the island called the Cayman Islands, and they're like a tax haven or something like that. Rig, what's your opinion on this pupbenny guy, and the fact he was in the Soulstorm newsfeed the other day? Well, I don't know who this guy is. He sounds like a right schmuck if you ask me. I don't know what's up with all this, you know. Everyone keeps mentioning his pupbenny. I mean, it's not news that we would have reported, I'll tell you what, because he sounds like he couldn't be a Mudokon sympathizer, and that's just not the kind of people we want on this show, I'll tell you what. Think Sligs will get their own moon just like the Muds got? Maybe. It's certainly possible. I'd like to think so. Although, the thing about those moons is that they're completely blasphemous, you know? The Mudokons hate that Mudokon moon. That's why they went and lived underground. Because the Mudokon moon appeared, and oh wow, the Gluckons, let me tell you, they were pissed, I'll tell you what. They bloody well went and were so angry, they made us dig holes, tunnels, caves, and they just went and lived underground, and that's why their eyes glow, because they just adapted to the dark environment, I'll tell you that. What do you think about Soulstorm Brew having tears? Well, if it makes the flavour alright, then what do I care? I haven't tasted Soulstorm Brew myself. It's not really something Sligs drink, it's a Mudokon drink, you know? Gluckons don't need to get us addicted, they provide us with pants and big guns. I really love my big guns and all that. I used to, when I was a security guard, I used to have a Blitzpacker, I used to have so many guns, it was great, I loved it. I just used to grab them and shoot and fire and bang, bang, bang. It was just absolutely brilliant, I'll tell you that now. Here, boy. Anyway, so, well, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, tears. So, yeah, so we don't, Sligs don't drink Soulstorm Brew. That stuff's for Mudokons, those scumbags. Okay, I'm guessing this Slig is doing his own Magog on the news in an indies-like state. Must be shown on the Listen, look. Where is it? I am not the newscaster Slig. That Slig, he ran off at the end of Abe's exodus. He bloody went, I'm out of here. And then he just bloody ran off. He questioned the Magog on the March news, and now I've come along and replaced him. Because that's just how it is, you know? I mean, imagine questioning the Magog on the March. This was the newscaster of it. How dare he? He's such an absolutely crazy person, I'll tell you that. He's not a good person. He's on the run now. I don't know where he is, but I hope they catch him soon. Anyway, so, do Gluckons have normal legs at some point before the age of alchemy? Well, that's a bit before my time. I'm only 12 years old, so I'm not sure from a first-hand perspective, but I could certainly imagine, considering they have those tiny little legs. As a news anchor, I get some very private access, and I once saw this Gluckon called Blobula, and he was bloody well. He was sort of the head of the news section of Magog on the March when the newscaster Slig was in charge. But when the newscaster Slig went away, Blobula, he got fired, he got eaten, he's a disgrace as well. But I saw him naked. I mean, that sounds a bit wrong, but yeah. And he had these tiny little legs and these massive arms, and they walk on their arms, and it's like, what the hell, man? What in odd is going on here, you know? So I could imagine that they just bloody shrunk their legs. Instead of grown legs, they shrunk it. It's absolutely crazy if you ask me, but there we go, that's just how it is, you know? Anyway, are the toilets back up? The toilets are backing up all over the place. Do I like my job? Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing about the newscaster Slig bloody running off, and I got this to be replace him, and it's absolutely a brilliant position to have. I get to talk to all you guys, all you people, the citizens of the Magog Cartel, the loyal citizens that, of course, are frequent viewers of the Magog on the March, and frequent viewers of our propaganda, news sources, yes, news. We do news, we're not propaganda, unlike those schmucks at Oddworld and Hamptons who bloody releasing games about Abe destroying stuff. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's really, what's going on? In what Magog society is this type of stuff allowed? It's absolutely crazy, if you ask me. Power to the Sligs, yeah. Who's your daddy? What is a Magog Cartel symbol supposed to be? It reminds me of something from a dream. You know what? I have no idea. Some theorize that it might be a octigi, but who knows? It just looks like a squiggly diddly to me, but there we go. Rick, I'm really curious. How is the movie industry over there in Oddworld? Seen any good movies? Who plays the roles as actors or actresses? Well, Sligs provide many roles for Oddworld. Security guards, newscasters, and all that sort of stuff. Valets, journalists, and one of them is entertainers, actors and actresses. The Gluckons make us dress up in these little dresses. I remember there was one Gluckon who I met on a news story once. He was called Gluckhock, and he was this director Gluckon who was in charge of making like the Oddworld equivalent of Hollywood. It was Oddywood, and it was absolute disgrace the way he treated his legs. I tell you what, he bloody created specific mechanical pants with these little frilly skirts. It was just humiliating for the Sligs, but hey, at least it's not me, right? You know, I've got a good job here, so what do I worry about, you know? What's your preferred type of mask? I actually prefer the heads-up display mask, because it's just got such a great aesthetic. It's so good. It's absolutely brilliant, I tell you what. But I have to wear this mask for my job here on Magog on the March, because, well, it just looks better, it's more expressive, and it helps me connect with the viewers, I guess. What's your favorite way to beat up Mudokons? Well, I like to get a good old blunderbuss and just whack them with it. It's so much fun. It's just, you know, they never know what to do. They just sort of collapse on the floor. But well, don't tell anyone I said that, though. You know, I'll get in trouble otherwise. Just for legal reasons. Just for legal reasons, I did not beat up any Mudokons while I was working for Vikers. Okay, Real Jake, it's supposed to be some sort of squid. Yeah, squid. Hey, Rig the Slig, what rank of Slig are you? Well, I guess technically right now I haven't got anything, so I'm a slacker Slig. I've got no guns on me. At my job, I have no guns. After the old newscaster Slig ran off, they're not letting me carry my guns. They didn't let me bloody bring my guns to this job. It's an absolute disgrace. They're taking away my freedoms, my liberty. Oh wait, I mean, the Magog Masters are absolute benevolent, brilliant beings, and it's just for health and safety, health and liability that they don't let me carry my guns. So I have to leave them back at Slig Barracks. It's an absolute disgrace, but whatever. So I'm a slacker Slig currently. I love Pilot Slig. You love Pilot Slig? What do you mean that's Slig? Best bloody chauffeur in Moloch for Glocken around. He's a bloody criminal. What are you on about? You love Pilot Slig. What are you? Some kind of Mudokon terrorist? Mudokon sympathizer? What, you believe in Moloch? You believe that he's bloody... you know, people like you shouldn't be allowed nowhere, I swear. You support Moloch for Glocken, that's such a... You could be arrested for saying that, don't you know that? Do you think Munch will be remade like Soulstorm? That's an interesting question. I'd like to think so, but I'm not rightly sure, to be honest. But there we go. Yeah. Do you slumber a cucumber? What the hell is that, a cucumber? Is that like a is that some kind of fruit or vegetable or some kind of plant? I don't really know. Mudokons, more like pudokons, exactly. They're stinky, they're disgraceful, they're scumbags. They deserve every beating they get. The only reason the Gluckons won't let us do it is because the Mudokons make good workers, cheap labor. Easy. Is Soulstorm the second game in the quintology, or is it considered a bonus adventure for 8? Soulstorm is the second game in the new Oddworld quintology. It is sort of retconned the old adventures that Oddworld inhabitants came out with, the ones that showed my predecessor escaping, and so Oddworld Soulstorm is the second game in their so-called Oddworld quintology. Okay. Have you ever seen any Kanzumas? Are there any Slig Kanzumas? Do you know what? I've never met a Kanzuma. On all my travels, I've met Vikers, I've met Mudokons, I've met Gluckons, famous ones as well. And yet, I never met a single Kanzuma. They live in the underworld. They live in the below of the Oddworld surface. Soulstorm review ever? Yes, potentially. I mean, listen, you've got this company here, Oddworld inhabitants, and they're just making these games about conspiracy theories, so I'll definitely have to, as my duty as a journalist, as a games journalist at that as well, I have to play these games, Oddworld Soulstorm, latest one, and play it myself, and then I'll review it at the end, because, listen, I need to judge whether this is propaganda created by some lunatics that's trying to spread this conspiracy theory that Moloch keeps saying about this Abe guy who doesn't even exist. He, saying that he's destroyed Rupture Farms. Well, what's that all about? I don't know. It's absolutely crazy if you ask me. But there we go. So yeah, I'll be reviewing it at some stage, I should think. What doth life, Slig? A lot of people are saying that. Is that? I have no idea what that is. That's a reference to something. What doth life? What doth life? I don't know. Rig the Slig, what's your opinion on the new race coming to Oddworld? On the new race? What new race is that? I mean, I'm a newscaster, but I've only just started this job, I mean, the newscaster Slig just ran off, so, whatever. What species don't have a queen like bee? Okay, so basically the Vikers don't have bees, because unless I'm mistaken, and I used to be very familiar with a Viker, I used to work for one, they're clones of each other. They're really weird Vikers. They're as you'd expect. I mean, they're whiny voices like, all this, what are you doing? All this sort of stuff. They're really crazy creatures, I tell you what. And they basically clone each other. They're all the same, but they're different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really weird. They're so weird. They get on your nerves after a while with their annoying voices. It's like, what is going on? What is going on? I do not know. I tell you what. If Oddworld exists in the Oddworld universe, according to you, it's Lorna Gluckon. Lorne Lannon hasn't been seen in any images in Oddworld, so who knows what he is. He's most likely a Gluckon. Could be, I don't know. Could be anything, to be honest. But there we go. Goth Life, if they do remake Munch's Odyssey, what do you think he will look like, seeing as how most of the characters and enemies have been redesigned? That's a good question. It could look like anything, I suppose. Maybe they'll give him massive eyes, or 2 legs. I doubt it, but whatever. I mean, there's obviously images that this Oddworld inhabitants have released that have this sort of Munch looking small and then Munch looking big. He turns into this big creature guy, like there's this story in Oddworld called Keckle and Pied. It's a bit like that, so yeah. Remastering of Exodus, unchanged from original, is preferable to Soulstorm by a large measure. Completely fair opinion. It would certainly be interesting to see that. Rig, what part of the UK are you from? I'm from Cheshire. What is Cheshire? What is that? What? What is UK? Is that some place in Southern Moodos or something, man? I don't know. I was born in the Slig birthing complex. By any chance, did I tell you why the previous newscast Slig ran off? So, the newscaster Slig was basically questioning the Magog on the March's news that he had to read, as provided to him by his Glockin masters. And basically what happened is he felt unsafe. He felt like, this ape guy, he's bloody going to destroy Soulstorm Brewery, he's bloody going to come after me. He got scared, he got paranoid, and so he concluded that for some reason, all that this news is fake news, that all of this Magog on the March that he was reading was a load of rubbish, and he just ran off. He's a disgrace, he's a coward, he will be hunted down, he will be executed, just as he deserves. And yeah, what's your opinion on the big bro? The big bro Sligs, yeah, they're really muscly. I don't really know any big bro Sligs, they're sort of not my kind of guys. I don't believe in the pumping of drugs in your system. I just smoke 100 cigarettes a day, and that's it. I don't want to know why you put all these steroids in your body, you know? It's like, just look at my body. I've already been called handsome, like, twice this entire live broadcast of Magog on the March. Why would I want to inject some physiology changing drugs into my system? It's absolutely crazy. Those guys are mad. But then again, I guess it's only for the weak Sligs, isn't it? If you're weak, you're going to do that type of thing. But me, Rig the Slig, I don't feel the need to do any of that. Hey Rig, got plans to stream on a regular? Yeah, I hope so, because these Magog, the Gluckons, would certainly like to get the Magog on the March out on a regular basis. Obviously, we have to fight the conspiracy of that Oddworld inhabitants are spreading that this ape guy is going about destroying factories and all this type of stuff, spreading the rumours that Moloch the Gluckon is trying to spread, and it needs to be countered with the truth, the real news, and that's what I provide. So, yeah, the Magog on the March news will be spread out entirely and streamed regular, I hope so. Amazing to see you stream. You got me into the Oddworld games. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that, Matt. Why does the Magog Cartel not invest robotic slaves that do not want to escape? That's a good question. Well, you really think a greaser could do my job, for example? I mean, no, a Slig. Oh, wait, you mean to replace the Mudokons? Well, that just costs too much money, you know? When you can just go to the brewmaster, get some Soulstorm brew, feed it to Mudokons, you've got a slave force for life. Don't believe the rumours that the Mudokons are escaping, that you've got this Abe guy who's like some kind of savior, some kind of messiah. It sounds outlandish. It's not true. Trust me, it's absolute rubbish. It couldn't be further from the truth. Oh god, it's him. Yes, it is. It's me, it's Rigger Slig. Hi, Rigger Slig. Do you have a slog companion? Yes, I have a slog companion. He's called Mig, and he's at Slig Barracks. I had to leave him behind to come out to this outpost right here and do this job of the newscaster. They needed me very quickly after the old one ran out. Hey, Streak, you think they will reboot Munch Sodsy and make a sequel to Munch? That would be very good. I hope so. That would be lovely. Can someone please give Rig a shirt with the pupbenny shirt? What, the logo? Do you know what? I was actually... It's going to be something to do with that. I was going to put like a tattoo on him. Where were you born, Rig? That's quite an accent you've got. You mustn't have been raised in a Slig barracks. No. I went to slaughter school, which is, only for the elite Sligs, I got raised... Well, you spend your first early life in a Slig birthing complex, and then you just basically go from there. And, then I went to slaughter school, I graduated, that's why I've got my name, Rig, and, my accent also comes because I used to be a security guard, the personal guard of this Vicar called Headley, and he had this really weird accent, so over the years I sort of just developed this sort of really weird accent. It's really crazy. I always wanted to know, who wears the pants in the Slig Society? That would be Mama Skillia. She's the one who gives birth to us. And she's she's technically in charge, and then we just get forced into the bloody service for the Gluckons, basically. I got lucky, I got a posting with a Vicar, it's incredible. I always want, Nollibab, what's it like? I've never been to Nollibab, I've never been to that part of Oddworld. It's so far, so underground. You need to go so many levels under the surface of Oddworld to reach it. It's absolutely crazy. I've never been there myself, but I've heard it's absolutely spectacular. Tall buildings, absolutely brilliant. Tons of airships somehow. But there we go. Hey Rick, what are your expectations for the next game after Soulstorm? Thoughts on the Mudokon Queen and the city of Northbab? I've heard that the Mudokon Queen, you know, I've heard she's quite nice, but I'm probably not allowed to say that. But yeah, I've never met her personally, but who knows? As for Northbab, well, I just said I've never been to Northbab, so who knows? Who knows? I have no idea what that's like. Okay. I see you there, Rick. Moloch is here. Moloch is here. Where is he? Where is he? Maybe I can get an award for capturing him. Yes, that's what I need to do. What do you look like without a mask? That's a very personal question right there. We've only just met each other. I mean, really? Usually they buy me a drink before they ask to see me without my mask on. Jesus, it's an interview now. Did you ever work for the brewmaster? No, I've never actually met the brewmaster. I've just heard about him because he's so famous with all these Soulstorm brew factories everywhere. It's absolutely crazy if you ask me. How to get cancelled and one day make a Toby VTuber. yeah. I've heard that there's this character in this game that Oddworld Inhabitants made called Oddworld Soulstorm. It's called Toby. And it's this really annoying Mudokon that, you know, I personally, when I play the game, I can't wait to burn him alight. I can't wait to get a gun and just get some Soulstorm brew, cover him in it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Just wait till I stream Oddworld Soulstorm as regular Slig. It's going to be great. Is it true that Moloch... does Moloch like the brewmaster? No, Moloch hates the brewmaster. The brewmaster is trying to fight back against his conspiracy theories, and rightly so. Moloch is spreading all this rumours and all this. It's absolutely cobblers, if you ask me. But there we go. Rig, do you have a girlfriend? What's a girl? What? You mean like Mama Skillia? Is that's a girl, right? Right? Do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend, no. Any news on that thief at Secto Springs Dam? Well, gee whiz, I haven't heard anything about that in a while. But yeah, I heard that there was some massive explosion or something happened over in Western Mudos. And yeah, but news travels very slowly, so who knows about that one. Would you betray your Glockenmaster for a trip to the Yemens? 3 frosty classes included. Well, it would certainly be interesting, but I have a pretty good job here, so I'd have to certainly have some guarantees, shall we say. I certainly wouldn't do it unless I could be sure that I would be doing it. Oh, Moloch Glocken is here. The brewmaster sucks. Jeez. Moloch, listen, the security is on their way to you. Come on, alert. Ring the Sligs. What are your thoughts on interns? After the Sligs assassinated those Glocken... recently I heard the Magog Cartel might be replaced. Well, so, the interns are really creepy guys. I mean, have you seen them? If their lips are stitched, like seriously, their mouths are stitched rather. It's like, it's crazy. What the hell is that? What the hell is wrong with them, you know? It's like, if you were a Glocken, would you really want these guys who don't even like to work for the Vikers? They just do it because they have to? They you know, I think we're pretty safe, hopefully. Moloch, you better run, Moloch. They're gonna be after you. And I'm gonna get a big fat reward. Oh yeah, gonna get lots of moolah. It's gonna be great. Yeah, everyone, get your guns. Get Moloch. Get him. How much do you get paid? I get paid 20 moolah for each hour of the Magog on the march that I'm able to produce. I've just finished Soulstorm today, but I got the bad ending, working on the good ending. Oh, don't worry. I've heard a lot of people, you know who I'm talking about, got the bad ending first. In fact, perhaps got the worst ending. Rig, I hope you be in the next Oddworld game. Now, hold on a minute. It depends what these Oddworld inhabitants, Kai types, are trying to do if they're just spreading Moloch's conspiracy theories. Well, we need to be careful that they don't take me, and start saying that, maybe they'll have me on the news. Maybe they'll show me escaping and trying to disobey the Magog on the March's orders. It's crazy. What are your thoughts on the Glocken's cousins? You mean the Octigi and all that? The Octigi, the Glocktigi, they're all weirdos. I've never met any of them, but they look really weird, really massive, apart from that small guy. Moloch's using a VPN. He's such a disgrace. Come on, guys, come on, track him. Where is he? I bet you're in the Yemens, aren't you, Moloch? Of course you are. Rig, if you needed to, have to protect a Gabbard, raise as your son, and if you needed help of Abe, I would say Abe is a good guy. Abe is a good guy? What are you on about? What? Are you crazy? You are crazy. Abe is a good guy. The Vikers will have you locked up if you keep saying stuff like that, and you want to be careful. You just do what I do. Just go with the news that you can abuse. Magog on the March. Have you ever eaten a Mudokon pop? Yeah. They're really nice. They're very meaty. They've got this sort of green coating on them, that's sort of this ice and stuff. It's really delicious, actually. Have you ever had one? Because I would certainly recommend it. Rapture Farms, they produce some good products, I tell you what. Dude, Abe exists, and he blew up with Alpha Brewing. Yeah. Guys, I heard rumours that he's in the Yemens. Yeah, apparently Moloch's in the Yemens. We need to go and find him. We'll send out the airships, send out the blimps, send out the security squads, flying Sligs. We'll capture that guy. We'll capture Moloch, and he will be caught, and we will finally have justice for his destruction of his own factory for the insurance money. Can you believe that? What a disgrace. He's an absolute murderer. He is a disgrace, an utter disgrace. We will capture Moloch for Glocken, and then we will all celebrate. Yes, sir. Payday. Every other Glocken is a coward and a chicken. I dare I say it, they're Cluckens. Moloch, what do you want about? Get out of here. Moloch, you have only a few minutes left before the Magog Cartel send out their slugs on you. I tell you, we've got a scent on you, don't worry. Thank God this guy scared me. Oh great, the chauffeur Slig is here now, brilliant. Okay, well what the hell is the Moloch and the chauffeur Slig doing here? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Are you serious? Dude, the Meech have been seeked to be a pet of another Mudokon tribe boss. What? Tribes? What are you on about? Those Mudokons. Gee, Meeches went extinct ages ago. They're a disgrace. Meech munchies were delicious, to be fair. I used to have them when I was just a little Sliggy. But then they really went out extinct. And it's a disgrace. It's sad. Will your reaction be if you meet that Abe guy? He doesn't exist. What? What are you on about? Abe doesn't exist. That's just how it is, I don't believe the conspiracy theories that Moloch the Glocken has been spreading around. He's a liar. Get out, Moloch. Soulstorm, Moloch the Glocken. It's just how it is. The newscast is rigged. I am rigged the Slig, so, technically I am rigged. But, this Magog on the March is the best news you can get. The highest quality, the most truthful news, unlike the rumours that you are spreading, Moloch. How dare you? You are a disgrace to the Glocken kind. You are a disgrace. You will be caught, and then you will be put on trial. And you will serve as justice for the people, for the Mudokons that you murdered at Rapture Farms. The old news is... One think they need to... Hey Rick, could you break character and say Moloch was cool, like how Abe said it? Moloch was cool. Do you think Moloch would return in the next episode of the Quintology? Well, I certainly hope so, but That's just how that is certainly a possibility. I don't think that his story is ended. He's right here in the chat. We need to find him. We need to find him. We need to find out where he went, and we need to find out what he's up to and try and capture him. I tell you, some PTSD dudes said that there was this mind-controlling freak called Abe. I tell you, he's real. He's not real. What are you on about? What? He's not real. Abe isn't real. Get that out of your heads. It's a conspiracy theory. Just like Oddworld inhabitants are spreading, it's a disgrace. Abe doesn't exist. Can you make the... I wish I could tell. I've meant to get something up for that, but I haven't done it yet, so... I can't do it. I can't do it. What do you think of the transportation of Oddworld? Well, depends how you travel, I suppose. You've got these big, beautiful Fico Depot trains run by Vice President Slig, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. The architecture, the way they look like massive Gluckan faces. I tell you what, the Gluckans, they can be brutal masters, but they certainly know how to ride in style. Then, if you're a rich Gluckan, you can travel in these massive air blimps. It's absolutely brilliant, and that's how I like to travel if I can. You get a great view of Oddworld, of all those tiny little Mudokons down on the floor that you are completely putting our foot down on, putting our, metallic boot down, shall we say, and yeah. Do you play the Oddworld games, Freak? Well, I'm familiar with them. I'm somewhat of a games journalist, so I sort of need to keep an eye on these, because you never know with these game companies, when they're spreading propaganda in their games, you have to be really, really careful with all that kind of stuff. And you have to be careful, and you have to decide whether they are being true and being honest with their stories, or if they're trying to spread conspiracy theories. It's a disgrace, so I have to play them and find out, basically. But yeah. Okay, so, where are we? Sorry, Rig, do you have Ko-Fi or some way to throw moolah at ye? Ko-Fi, that certainly sounds like something that they'd have on Oddworld, doesn't it? I haven't, but, you know what? Maybe someday, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll think about that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of flies? Ha, flies? They're a nuisance. One time one of them got into this studio here and it just ruined the broadcast. It was a disgrace. You had this flies going just like that. It was a nuisance. It completely ruined the broadcast. I almost got fired for that, I tell you, until I suggested that it was left in here by the old newscaster Slig is a disgrace. Rig, what do you play Soulstorm on, and are you gonna go for platinum and all achievements? Well, I play Soulstorm on this little on my computer, basically. And I don't know how about these achievements. I just want to find out whether it's true for all the news that they're spreading about this Abe guy, or if it isn't. And that's what I want to find out. Lady Margaret terrifies me. Yes, Chauffeur Slig, I agree with you on that. But and to be fair, I kind of understand why you're on the run. I kind of understand why you don't want to get caught. I wouldn't want to face her either, but you're helping a fugitive escape. Hand him in, and maybe we will let you go, okay, Chauffeur Slig? Maybe we will let you go if you hand in that disgrace of a Gluckan, the coward that is Moloch the Gluckan. What's a VTuber? A VTuber is basically a YouTuber. We even have that one. Oddworld is so big. It's his virtual avatar, basically. So yeah. Rig, does Slig have chin flappers? I haven't looked there, to be honest, so I can't really say. He probably does. Kind of out of character question, but if Sligs were originally creatures from swamps, what were the weird face finger things used for? Well, I didn't really pay much attention in history class at slaughter school, so I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I don't know. I mean, they look good. I mean, just look how handsome they are. Just look at my tentacles. They're absolutely gorgeous. Don't you just love them? Don't you just think they're the greatest thing ever, you know? That they were just designed to look good. Attract a mate, I should think, I guess. Did you know that there is a mask that restricts brain growth? Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember that back when I was just a little sliglet. I bloody had that mask on myself, and I don't think it did me any damage. You know, even I know that 2 + 2 = 3, and you don't have to be a smart Slig to know that. I tell you what, Chauffeur Slig, you would never betray Moloch. Why? I can get you off. Just let me have a reward for Moloch, and then you can come back. You can come back, and you'll be safe. You will be safe. Come on. Take a shot every time, Riggs says. That Abe guy. Well, that Abe guy there. Hopefully you can now enjoy the stream by being drunk from your Soulstorm brew. The game was beautiful. The first cutscene, I was like, wow, interesting. You see, the trouble is if it's spreading propaganda, then, you know, you have to be careful with these guys. They could easily be tricking you by creating a beautiful game, beautiful cutscenes, when in reality they're indoctrinating. They're rumours that Moloch is spreading. They're indoctrinating you with all this fake news that they're spreading. It could be dangerous. Have you heard the legend of the White Slig? White Slig, what? You mean like an albino? Mutants are put down. They're put to death as is merciful. Yeah, I mean, imagine it. If you were born and you were white, if you were white Slig, wouldn't you want to be put down too? It's just kind. It's just, you know, what white Slig? They don't exist. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because, Chauffeur Slig, you don't want to work for those idiots? What? What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Amazing. I recommend a bad TV filter on the scenes for that reason. That's a good idea. I might try that. I know where Abe is. You know where Abe is, little bear William the Karen soul? What do you mean? I know where he is. He's in your imagination. He doesn't bloody exist. He's a disgrace. He's a disgrace. I mean, Abe. What is wrong with the people that believe in this Abe? Do they have mental problems? Is it like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Have I been to Nolabab? No, I haven't been to Nolabab. What if Oddworld inhabitants are in stream? What if they are? They'll see that I am talking about their new game, which is spreading conspiracy theories. Is it saying this Abe guy exists? He doesn't exist, okay? Moloch, stop spreading your lies. Chauffeur Slig, bring Moloch back. Does Rig Slig like Doctor Who? Is that a Viker? Is that a TV show about some sort of time traveling Viker or something? What is that? If Abe was real, what do you think he would look like? Interesting question. I mean, this is the closest we've got, this image right here. He's just sort of really blue. He's blue. That's what he is. He's that blue guy, that blue Abe guy. So there we go. What else can he say? He just looks like a pathetic, weak Mudokon. He's skinny. He wears a loincloth because they don't have any. Well, okay. I mean, we don't wear clothes either. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. I guess the rumor about a stranger Steve is also fake. Well, could be. Who knows? I heard something about there being some problems over in Western Moodles, but I'm not sure. Rig, what is your favourite snack? Paramite pies, scrab cakes, meat munchies, and do you like Soulstorm brew? I've never had Soulstorm brew. That's a drink for these guys, for these Mudokons right here. I do like Paramite pies, very tasty, very filling, as you'd expect. I mean, they're just full of protein, meat. They keep us Slig strong, I tell you what. Little packets of Paramite pies are sent to the barracks of Slig barracks. If the Sligs ever go to war, that's what they get to fill up their soldiers with, basically. But I'm a personal favourite. I I really like scrab cakes, okay? They're my personal favourite. They're surprisingly sweet. You'd think they'd be meat because they're made out of scrabs, but actually, they're actually very sweet, I'll tell you what. Okay, Malak, we got some Slig. Malak and Slig chauffeur, what you doing? Lulu? What's Lulu doing here? As a Slig, what do you think of Big Bro Sligs? I think they're really crazy the way they're pumping up their drugs into their bodies. You know, that stuff can't be good for you, I tell you what. I mean, just look at my body. Look at it. Would you really want to change this? I'm handsome. I'm a handsome Slig. Why would you want to do anything that? Why would I want big muscles? You don't need it. All you need is a nice blunderbuss. Boom, boom, boom. And you can do it. You don't need to be strong muscles. How many Sligs are whacking Mudokons? Like, seriously, like the kill. I mean, you know, it's okay just whacking them with the butt of your gun just for fun, you know. That's just how it is. You know, but how many are actually killing? You know, you don't need those big muscles. They're completely unnecessary. Oh, goody. Have you ever considered a Slig revolution? What? You mean like that one that chauffeur Slig did? No, it's a disgrace. Are you crazy? I wonder if Sligs are in the same family as Glockons as your Tigi. They're not. We are part of a completely separate species. But yeah, I can understand why you would think that, considering all these little tentacles that we have. But no. That's not the case. I think... Okay. Mr. Morga is a mushroom. He'll say that to his face, and he'll bloody do you in for that, I tell you what. Abe's voice is amazing. What do you mean? You mean in the game? Because he doesn't exist, of course, so you must mean in the game, of course. But yeah, I guess you could argue, I guess you could say that Abe's voice in the game is pretty good. It's pretty crazy, I tell you what, it is pretty darn good, his voice. I mean, I've seen the trailer, and he does really speak sort of like, you know, why don't you get to work, you filthy Mudokons, you know? That sort of stuff is kind of crazy. He's almost like a slave driver himself. You'd think that he hated the Mudokons, but no. Apparently he's the savior of the Mudokons. It's crazy to think, isn't it? It is absolutely balmy, if you ask me. Say hamburger. What? Hamburger? Okay. Rig, what do you think of your flying brothers? Those fly boys, they're so elitist, they're so arrogant, you know, just because they got a helipack instead of the mechanical pants that normal ordinary Sligs wear. They bloody got these helipacks and they're flying around, whizzing around, you know. What's wrong with them? They're crazy, and it gets to their head, you know. I think it's all that lack of oxygen in the air or something. They're like, oh, look at you, oh, what's the ground like from down there? Oh hey, what are you doing there? And you're looking up at them and you're like, hey, why don't you piss off, you bastards? And all that sort of thing is pretty crazy, if you ask me. But yeah. Rig, how many days are in a year? Well, as I said earlier, I am very good at maths, because I passed law at school. I believe there's like 10 days in a year, I think. I'm not sure. I love you VTubing and Oddworld, a very cool mashup. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy. Mudokon women are so privileged. Mudokon well, are there any? If Slig were to be born with 4 arms, would it be killed or given special properties? That sounds like some sort of cross between a Slig and a Viker. What the hell is that kind of crazy thing? Are you serious? That's amazing. I guess it'd be killed. I mean, they're a mutant. What's wrong with them? Maybe the Glockons would put some special binders around their arms to try and they'd probably have it surgery, or maybe they just have it shot. They probably just have it shot, to be fair. Okay, what are your thoughts on Mudokon and Glockon history? Well, I didn't do very well at history at Slaughter School, as I said earlier, so I don't really know that much about it. I guess, well, it's quite interesting. I've heard about the schism and all that sort of stuff. The Mudokon moon appeared, and the Glockons were absolutely pissed off by this, and so they just went underground. A war started. The Glockons invented alchemy, All this sort of stuff is brilliant, you know. Slig sandwich, yay or nay? What? A Slig sandwich? You think I'd chop up my brothers? You think I'd eat something like that? Are you crazy? Are you absolutely crazy? No, sir. I wouldn't betray my brothers like that. It is not something a good Slig would do. How big is the world of Oddworld? I didn't do very well in geography either. But I've heard it's very, very big. It takes a long time to get across the whole of Mudos. You don't hear back from them in bloody ages, if that's the case. But yeah, can you give us a taste of Oddworld memes, though, my Slig dude? Oddworld memes? Well, we have many jokes on Oddworld. Many jokes. The biggest joke is Moloch the Glockham. So you get a load of memes. Whatever this memes is. Memes? Is that like a race or something? I don't know. But you get loads of people on the Magog on the March internet website posting pictures of Moloch the Glockham and just like drawing a silly moustache, giving him lipstick, all that sort of stuff, just making him look completely terrible. Completely awful. Hey, your microphone is on the ground. Yeah, I need to pick that up. I'm too lazy. But yeah, the newscaster Slig left it there. I just haven't bothered to pick it up yet. Can you talk about the Meeches? The Meeches were this ancient race, right? I used to... Well, they only recently went extinct. Roger Farms was producing these Meech Munchies. And, but what I know about the Meeches is that they were basically... They were kind of like Scrabs, to be honest, but they had like 2 legs, and they were black. Or were they green? Or were they red? I can't remember. They were some colour. It wasn't like it was on the poster. They were like a different colour from what they were on the poster, and they had these 2 mouths on the front of their head. It was really weird. The 4-armed Slig could hold more guns. That's true. Maybe it would be utilised. You'd probably have some biker that would take it and experiment on it and use it as some kind of security guard, and then I'd be out of a job if Headley the biker would have found that guy. How big are Aslik's chin flappers? Well, as I said earlier, I've never looked at his chin flappers, to be fair. It's not really something... Not really a place a Slig is likely to look, I'll tell you what. Damn, Moloch, you just got roasted. Yes, like you did to Scraps and Paramites. Exactly. You know, Moloch stands no chance against me. You know, I will roast him so badly. I will roast him just like I'm going to do to Toby in Oddworld Soulstorm. The real question is, are Sligs poggers? Is a pogger a type... Do you mean a popper? A popper Slig? With the guns, like in you know, Munch's Odyssey, a popper Slig? What's a pogger? Is that like a new type of Slig? I'd certainly, as a journalist, I would like to investigate these poggers and maybe become one myself. Who knows? What do you eat now? Paramite pies and Meech Munchies are extinct. Well, Elam chubs are still about. Well, Paramite pies aren't extinct. You can still buy quite a few Paramite pies, actually, as well as scrap cakes and all that sort of stuff. And Mudokan Pops. You can still get a few of them, even though they're more expensive. All this stuff is more expensive, thanks to that guy Moloch. The bloody blown up Rupture Farms. What is wrong with him? What is wrong with that bastard, you know? Moloch just blowing up his factory now. Meat prices are going up, skyrocketing. Absolutely sky high. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's the consumer. It is you, the loyal citizens of a mega cartel, that are the ones who are paying for it. And it's a disgrace, I tell you what. Do you speak Spanish? What are all these strange words you can't coming out with? Like Spanish, is that some kind of species or tribe or what is this? Is that from Eastern Mudos? What? Spanish? What? What do you eat? What's your favorite gun? I've always liked the style of the blunderbuss, but I do like the Blitzbecker. The Blitzbecker, yeah. Don't. You know, we've got these massive guns that fire the Soulstorm brew. It's quite fun to see Mudokons getting hit with the cans. You know, metal cans. they're bloody hard, I'll tell you what. And they just, if you shoot it right in their mouth, yeah, bloody get it. It's absolutely hilarious, I'll tell you what. Disgrace. I love how he says disgrace. Well, you are a disgrace, Chauffeur Slig, you are a disgrace. Oh, poor Elam. I saw your video production of Elam being sliced and diced. Yeah. Elams are so big and massive. You need a really sharp knife, a really sharp little hacker, and a Viker just has to completely hack at this Elam's skin to get through that tough skin. But once you get inside, the meat is delicious. I'll tell you what, folks. I'll tell you what. What the hell is the... You mean the almighty raisin? The almighty raisin is this big fat guy. He's a disgrace too. I've never seen him, but I've seen pictures of him. He's sort of... Well, he infests these places with these rats who sort of get everywhere and are his eyes and ears. And they basically see everywhere. There's one scuttling over there. There's really rats there everywhere. They have these green glowing eyes. They're disgraceful. It's how he sees everything. And he's a nuisance. I tell you what. He's like encouraging the Mudokons, and he's just some kind of weird aura guy. Like, well, what is wrong with him? I don't know. The Spanish tribe has been around since 1298. It is infamous for its barbaric strategies. So they're a tribe, are they? That makes sense. What creature do they worship? Is it... This is a disgrace. The Spanish tribes. How many tribes are there? I thought we got rid of all them. I'm not one to criticize the Magog Cartel, but, get a move on, guys. Get a move on, bloody start extinguishing these tribes. Extinct them. Get their workers into our factories where they will be safe. Not out in the wild, You want the workers, the Mudokons, to be safe. They're not safe out there with all those scrabs and paramites. What are they thinking? Just get them in the factories. That's one thing I will criticize the Magog Cartel for doing. Mudokons are soulless because they said that Abe, the only one that's able to feel sympathy. Yeah, well, Abe doesn't even exist, so... Yeah, the fact that they've invented this guy and they're saying that he's the only one that can feel sympathy, well, that just shows what Mudokons are like, doesn't it? Maybe they don't deserve to be saved. Who knows? Hi, Pip Bunny. Who is this Pip Bunny guy? Why do people keep mentioning it? Who is this guy? But hello, anyway. New and tasty product. What the hell? Strange and amazing at the same time. Haha. Yes. Are you being held hostage? Please give us a sign. No, I'm fine. I am the Slig. Listen, that guy who escaped last time, the newscaster Slig, you can see his microphone down there. He just got a bit confused. Maybe he had some sort of funny cigarettes or something, I don't know, and he just runs off. But I'm completely happy being here. I'm completely happy telling the news of the Magog Cartel just like it is, Not gonna lie, this stream has made me subscribe to your channel. Been watching your videos for a while, but this is truly the peak of production quality. Well, I thank you very much, OPG Aquatics. I appreciate very much. The Magog Cartel appreciates all the viewers that you can get to listen to our news and the advice that we can give of the Magog Cartel. Yo, Rick, did you ever see Sectos Dam? No. That's in Western Mudos. You know how long it would take to travel that far? It would take ages. I've never been out that far personally, but that's just how it is, But yeah. Rick, Mark, Chauffeur Slig, and some weird bear animal are scheming against the Magog Cartel. Some weird bear animal. Well, we have to take care of them. We'll send out the Flyboys, the Flying Sligs, even though I hate how arrogant those guys are. They'll get the job done. The Slig Air Corps, will have Mark and the Chauffeur Slig taken into custody, just like they deserve. We'll have them, and we will arrest them. They'll stand trial, and we will sort them out. We have heard rumours that Moloch is in the Yemens, so we will deal with him. We will absolutely get rid of him. Abe is real. Abe is real? Fact. He's so tired of being a hero, I just want to give him a hug. What do you mean? Abe isn't real. What are you on about? Have you been playing this Oddworld Soulstorm game? This conspiracy theory? No, he isn't real. As a skeleton, I wanted to ask how the medical system over there is. Okay, so basically the Vikers Pharmaceuticals is in charge of the medicine on Oddworld. They sort of sort everything out. You know, they're the best damn. What's that show for, Slig? You're not in the Yemens? Well, I'll tell you something. I will tell you something. I'm not going to trust what you say, am I? No, sir. So, you have to be careful, you know? I'm going to find you. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to bring you back to stand trial. Anyway, what was I saying? Vikers Pharmaceuticals, they're in charge of medical production. The Vikers are really intelligent people. I used to work for them. They're so sadistic, though. They're like even more sadistic than the Sligs. And it's just crazy, to be honest. Because what happens is the Vikers just experimented. The Vikers experimented, and they just completely learn all about the innards of the creatures that they experimented on. They just loved causing pain and all that sort of thing. They're a disgrace. They're an absolute disgrace. How high can you... But what, they're a disgrace, but they learned a lot from it, and as a result, they ended up becoming doctors. They ended up becoming the lead medical scientists of Oddworld. So, how high can you count? Well, you know, I can count... I'm 12 years old. I can count bloody ages, can't I? I can tell, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, you know? What do you expect? I can count to 10, obviously, at least. So, do you get your bonus? Yeah. Well, as a newscaster Slig, I'm the head of, one of the biggest news organisations on the whole of Oddworld. So, as a result, of course, I get a really high paycheck considering, look at my face. Look at how beautiful my face is. Just look at it. It is gorgeous. It's $1 million face, I'll tell you that. Fortunately, I get $20, but yeah, hopefully I'll get a bonus at the end of the year, or whenever I get a bonus. I think I just heard my Glockenboss boss laughing when I said bonus. Whatever. What is your IQ? My IQ. I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. What is IQ? Idiot quota? I don't know. Why is Abe's skin blue? Maybe he was out in the sun too long. Did they make any good Elam chums? Well, they're a bit tough on the outside, but once you get right in the flavour, they're really delicious, I'll tell you what. They make good sausages. But yeah. Will we be spoiling Soulstorm in here? I didn't play it yet. I don't think so. I don't intend to. But obviously there's people in the... Might still talk about it, I guess. I'm gonna finish soon anyway. What is it? Jeez, I've been streaming for an hour. Wow. I was worried that I would only get 10 minutes out of being able to just talk as a Slig or whatever, but what's it been, an hour? Jeez. Do Sligs get overtime? Maybe. Some do. It depends. The Gluckens are tight as... they are very kind masters, but of course, they like their money. They're careful with their money, Take care of the pennies, and the pounds will look after themselves. The moolah will look after themselves, of course. And so they don't really give many overtime, but sometimes they do. Rigger Slig, have you ever heard of the reptilians? What the hell is a reptilian? Is that... I've heard people describe my skin as reptilian, but that's usually a compliment, isn't it? I just assumed that was another way of saying beautiful or something. Sligs don't normally have their own names, no, but I earned mine. I went to slaughter school, I got my name, Rig the Slig, and yeah, it's stuck ever since. I'm a good killer, I'll tell you that. I graduated with flying colours at slaughter school. The only reason I'm a newscaster is because I spent so long as a security guard, and then they needed a new newscaster quick because that done Slig went away. the care and soul. Best VTuber model ever. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate sincerely. I'm sad I missed it. I just want to give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate. Well, there's a shout out to Christina Applegate right there. I'm sad I missed most of it. Don't worry, you can watch it back once it's finished, I think, if you wanted to. And I hope to do more of these live broadcasts of Magog on the March news, because I think that hopefully people are enjoying it, whether. Been watching your videos but avoided any Soulstorm videos, that's good. Yeah, don't watch anything of Soulstorm if you haven't played it yet. I put like a spoiler warning if there's anything, any story things. How are you dealing with the Gorman disease outbreak? Well, we have to, luckily, we're wearing masks, so we don't have to do anything about that. Our Sligs are nice and safe. The Gluckans stay in their offices, they hardly ever go anywhere. So, yeah, we're doing good. The Mudokans, well, who cares about them, Will you ever be promoted to the Flying Slig? I guess it would be good, but I'd rather have one of those big air blimps. If I save up enough money at this job here, working for the Magog on the March, then who knows, maybe I'll get my own air blimp. Did you know I'll eat Slig? Reptilians are treated like ape here on Earth. They don't exist. I see. What the hell is Earth? I've never. Is that a place in North Mudos? What the hell is Earth? Little Bear. An appearance. Skillion needs an appearance on Slig. Coming soon. Is there a way to donate? I haven't added a way to donate, but who knows? Maybe in the future. How's about that? Maybe I'll add something if people want to. Has there been a recorded case of offspring of crossbreeding? There's rumours about this. I don't know if it can be considered crossbreeding, but there's this thing that's like a half scrab and half paramite, and it's just rumours. It's complete lies. I've heard it appears in this Oddworld Inhabitants games and all that. It's absolutely crazy if you ask me. But there we go. What's your opinion on Oddworld Soulstorm? It's clearly propaganda. It's clearly propaganda promoting this idea that Abe is this guy going about destroying factories. It's completely untrue. It's, they're just spreading the lies of Malak the Gluckan. It's spreading the lies of that coward who's hiding out somewhere. Do you like caviar? Most people don't like fishy stuff for some reason. Yeah, it's alright, but it's not very filling, You have a bit of it, and then it's like, oh, it's gone. And it costs so much. I mean, it's gone now, but you used to be able to get quite a lot. I had it a couple of times back when I was a little sliglet. Rig, you recover your lost arm. No, you're thinking of my brother, Krieger Slig. He's the guy that lost the arm. But yeah, he's my brother, so he went and worked for the Daily Deception newspaper, whereas I'm the new host of the Magog on the March. Pip Bunny is definitely best Oddworld YouTuber going. Pip Bunny? Who's this Pip Bunny? You shouldn't be watching any other news sources. The Magog on the March is the best news sources. This Oddworld Inhabitants, they're probably spreading lies, and who knows, maybe this Pip Bunny guy is too. It could be a disgrace. Would you rather fight a scrab or 5 paramites? A scrab, yeah. Sligs, scrabs seem like fierce creatures because they can kill a Mudokan in an instant. They'll just go and whatever it is they do, and they'll kill in an instant. So they seem really strong. If that's all you've seen, if all you've seen is like Mudokans getting killed by scraps, well, they seem really strong. But actually, us Sligs, we have got guns. So yeah, we're alright with scraps. More things to shoot when there's 5 paramites. So 1 scrap, get a blunderbuss, boom boom, he's gone. Take care of him. Oh my god, this is full motion tracking. Yeah. Actually, I could get the arms working if I had like the equipment for it as well. So, Abe does exist. Abe is real. I took a bite out of him. What are you on about, Abe? this guy doesn't exist. This is a computer graphic. This image right here doesn't exist. It was created by Oddworld inhabitants, and it doesn't exist. It's just a game. It's a story invented by Moloch the Glutton. But yeah. I wonder if there's carnivorous plants on Oddworld. That would be good. Where is my gun? I had to leave my gun at Slig Barracks because, well, basically, after the old newscaster Slig left off, you know, my bosses are a bit edgy about Slig's telling the news in case they try and run off again. You got to be really careful with that sort of stuff, you know. So they won't let me take my guns into this job, which is really sad. I love my guns, so I had to leave them at my tent in the Slig Barracks. Do Sligs ever get sick? If we take our masks off, we get really sick. I tell you, it can be really deadly for a Slig if we take our masks off. But luckily, we've got these little things. Yes, Chauffeur Slig, you're quite right. Our Sligs do have allergies, which we have to be careful. This is amazing, just what I needed. I'm very glad to hear that. The Gog on the March. News you need. If Abe does exist, he would be dead. Well, yeah. I mean, if he was in Rupture Farms, when Moloch blew it up, of course he's gonna be dead. If Abe doesn't exist, then who saved all the Mudokons from Rupture Farms? No one saved them, they all died. Moloch the Glutton burnt them to a crisp. He burnt them into a crispy treat and blew up his own factory. He's a murderer. He's a disgrace. He killed so many Mudokons, so many lives. You know, what can you do? What can you do? He must be brought to trial. Abe exists. What do you mean you eat something like him? Oddworld. Oddulence. I'm not very intelligent as a Slig. I don't know what it means. Would you like to fly one day? In an air blimp, yes. I'd like to own my own air blimp. That's my plan. Nice legs, thank you very much. I've had them since I was just a little Sliglet. I have a Glock. Have a Glocken ever caught you sleeping on the job? And if so, can you tell us about it? No. You think a Slig who is presenting the Magog on the March would be one so lazy as to sleep on a job? Those Sligs are a disgrace. I could imagine that chauffeur Slig. I could imagine he's the type that would bloody well sleep on the job. But I'm a good boy. I'm a good Slig. I am Rick a Slig, and I do not sleep on the job. I'll tell you that now. Rick, do you support the Babel Court, a experimental utopia where there's robotic security cards and trauma-based mind control and robotic cards? Don't forget to vote for Mindor. I'm not really a political correspondent, so I'm not sure about those places. Do you think this weird alien race called humans could be processed into a delicious treat? Like human hot dogs. Human hot slugs. Yeah. Nice work, little Slig. You deserve a bonus. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that sincerely. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Would there be a boat version of Robolegs? Oh, to travel on the sea. That'd be interesting. I know that there's Sligs that have these stilts, so like really long legs, so they can sort of traverse across water. They're called skimmers, and yeah, they're used to sort of guard the chauffeurs. The Queen Slig, Mama Skillia. Are you afraid of greeters? Those things freak me out. You know, the way they sort of have our voices, but it's just like high pitched. You're like, hi, like what's up with that? It's crazy if you ask me. Like what? I mean, they're crazy. They're crazy. They're just. I mean, they've improved them recently, and they've had their own voices installed. So they're not copying us. They're not copying us Sligs, which is absolutely fantastic if you ask me. But there we go. Can you make Oddworld Vicus Labs? A custom level make it in your Soulstorm engine. You could play it as a test subject, Mudokon when playing, and test master Vico when building levels. That would certainly be very fun if you ask me. I would love that immensely. Did you hear about that albino that escaped from the barracks? Sounds like fake news to me. You really think that a Slig, well, firstly, an albino would surely be shot as a Slig mutant? You know, he would be put out of his misery, and he would just be executed as soon as that little sprog came out of Mama Skillia. So, you know, it's an unlikely story, I tell you what. And even if he did escape, what's the chances of him being able to get out of the barracks? It's crazy. It's a crazy story. I was expecting a more raspy voice. What? Like this? What? How's it going? I don't know. Human would eat everything on Oddworld. Yeah, probably. That's what you would expect. Have you ever had an accident on the job? I used to work for this Vicar auctioneer called Headley, and one time I was guarding outside his house, and outside his room rather, and as he was getting ready, he has a wig, everyone, but don't tell anyone I said that. Oh wait, I'm live. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Please don't kill me. Anyway, so I once accidentally let in a Glocken to see him. I think he was going to bribe him or something like that, and he was kind of annoyed that I let a Glocken see him without his wig on. It was really crazy, if you ask me. Slig Mama, is she hot? Well, she likes to spend a lot of time in swimming pools, so hopefully she cools down. I tell you what, yeah, but you know, it's kind of weird for me to talk about my mama that way. Like, really, you want me to say my mama's hot? Really? Okay. From Slig to Slig, we're the best places to slack off. Well, of course, officially, I must say, any Slig that slacks off is a disgrace. A disgrace. How dare they? It's crazy. But what happens is a lot of Sligs like to compete for like remote postings. I would suggest just like somewhere dark, somewhere that isn't watched, probably out in Paramonia or Scrabania, somewhere where no Glockens are gonna be around to have a look. Sup, Rig? Aren't you tired of standing all day and night? I mean, I'm using mechanical legs, so can I really be tired? It's no work at all. These things support me. You think the exclusivity of Soulstorms on certain platforms and storefronts an issue? Hopefully, not. I hope not, but who knows? Of course, you know, these guys are Oddworld inhabitants. If they're spreading their conspiracy theories, they're trying to say that Abe is a guy who exists. Or, you know, maybe exclusivity is a good thing, considering it gets their propaganda, and they can't start spreading it around, these rumours that Mark is trying to get out there. Slig Dad went to buy a pack of ciggies. He will be back soon. Yes, that is what happened. He went out to get some lungbuster Sligs, and he never came back. It's a very, very sad day. A very sad story. It's so sad. Do you think Sligs? Oh wait, Sligs don't have a daddy? Well, that's what you get if you go for lungbuster Sligs, I guess. Plus, I eat... Rig. Humans look like Mudokons with hair on their head, on a triangle shape on their face called a nose, and are quite intelligent. Well, can something that looks like a Mudokon really be intelligent? I mean, really? Come on, dude. Come on. You must be crazy, dude. Yo, what's up? What's up, lad? What's up? I'm just hoping it comes out Steam. Well, what, you want to play some propaganda? Some Mudokon propaganda? Do you like Mama Flabby? Mama Flabby? You mean Mama Skewy? Well, she's kind of big, but you know, is it really right to call her Flabby? I don't think it'd be right of me to call my own mother Flabby, would it now, hey? Baby Sligs are adorable, yes. I have been told I was a very pretty little Sliggy, I must say. Abe is real, he isn't real. Do people on Oddworld listen to music? Yes. In fact, there's tons of music. You've got the Slig Barracks music that I like personally when I'm back home at Slig Barracks, and it just plays over the speakers. It's absolutely beautiful. It sounds like some bullets dropping from a gun that's being freshly fired. It's like ding 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 ding. It's so good. It's brilliant. Can you make some BO and SMO BS noise? Okay, I'm gonna try this. No. Blah. 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 What? Well, I think that counts as BS, doesn't it, eh? Big fan of your vids, thanks for uploading. Thank you very much, Darnish Latif. What is your least favourite product from Vickers Labs? Well, I haven't tried the shampoo, but I've heard it's really bad. I've heard it causes some problems, some skin irritation, so I'm glad I have never tried that. I take very good care of my appearance, and I make sure that I'm as healthy looking. And you know, look at me. How wonderful, a beautiful, a Slig I am. It's crazy. So I don't want to try their shampoo in case it causes me some skin irritation or skin damage. You know, I don't want to be scarred or anything. Do you smoke? Yes, I smoke 100 cigarettes a day, lung busters. Have you ever seen a Glockstar in person? Yes, I've met quite a lot of them actually, because I used to be this the security guard for this Viker auctioneer, and he, well, as a result, I attended many auctions. I attended, you know, many events that Glockstars attended, and all that sort of thing. Rick, you should try to use voice mod as a soundboard. Good idea, I will look that up. Hey, what's a VTuber? A VTuber is a YouTuber that is a, that uses a virtual avatar, basically. So yeah, that's what that is. Would there be a religion in Oddworld? Not in guilds, but as in, I think I get reincarnated based on how much moolah I have. I think there is something like that, to be honest, but I don't pay much attention to it, I guess. Ever tried out some early flappers? What you mean, the wings? Well, no, I've never flown using pants anyway. I've always been, or, you know, mechanical systems. I mean, I've always been a mechanical pants kind of guy. You can, sort of hear me tapping in, maybe. Slig, are you still there? I would like to talk about my new job. Oh, you're talking to the chauffeur, Slig, there. Have you met Lulu? Yeah, I was at the Gabiar auction, actually. He was kind of weird. His eyes were, like, glowing purple, and it's just really weird. What happened that day was so weird. But yeah, do you have any stories from when you used to be a bodyguard? Well, so I'll tell you the story about the Gabiar auctioneer, actually. So basically, I was in the back stages behind the auction house, waiting for Headley to finish the auction, because luckily he had another appointment. He had another auction to go to that was down on the ground, basically, and it was just a small Glocken event. So I hopped on the air blimp with Headley and escaped from Vickers Labs, which then blew up like 20 minutes later. It's absolutely crazy. Like, seriously? What do you think about General Drippick? Well, I mean, he's kind of egotistical, but I can't really talk about that, can I? I can't really say that on live on air on Magog on the March, but yeah, I'll just say he's a really good guy. He's he's very clever, you know? What if Mudokons are so smart? They're not. Where did you get that from? Why do they always want a sandwich if you ask them to wait? Well, exactly, they don't even know what they want. That's why the Magog Cartel is so benevolent. We take them in, and we protect them. We give them a place to work, we give them jobs, we give them food, we give them comfort. They are completely safe with us, and yet you've got some that are out in the tribes soon. They will soon be liberated from their wildlife, from their tribal living, and we will bring them back. Yes, sir. If you came face to face with a Steve with a crossbow, what would you do? Steves don't exist anymore, do they? I've heard they went out extinct ages ago. Anyway, so this has been the Magog on the March. Have you all enjoyed the Magog on the March live broadcast? I hope you have. Yeah, we've been working, the Gluckens and I have been working to get this going. Actually, it's just me. The Gluckens didn't want it to be live. I just worked on it, just trying to get this whole thing, as I figured maybe I'll get a promotion if I get our broadcast out live, if I bloody get our news out to the citizens of the Magog Cartel. And yeah, hopefully it was good. Hopefully we will be doing more of this. The Magog on the March news you could use, I'll tell you that. So yeah, this has been, I'm your new host of the Magog on the March. This has been